Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substitution for Celtic, number 38.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 22, number 29.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Played it back. Alagri. Just a crunch of an hour to play.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely shaped ball. And the through ball. That is a brilliant interception.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played back into the centre. Lovely feet. Tries a shot! And he's quick to get rid. Elects to cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Al-Amri. Vardy is herring after that one. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode.
2 added
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
This is the time you need that pace.
And time is up. Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
And we come to you now.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a San
Well,
Siro.
what a sight this is, a
Oggi si
beautiful
incontrano
evening and the promise
Milan
of a match
e
that will
Celtic.
really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their... There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now that's well seen too. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I'm going to say the Uruguayan Cavani. His willingness to put so much effort in is why he scores so many goals. And that also translates to his defensive work in pressing, chasing and tackling. It's all there from him.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And he shoots! In he goes again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
James goes short. James Rodriguez. James, bullish header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Takai. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's James Rodriguez. Oh, what shoots! Goal, Milan! The first significant strike.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al
Oh, what a lovely
17esimo
exchange,
minuto.
Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Muleka. Muleka. Muleka! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now it's James Rodriguez. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Passes short and sharp. Love, real chance! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Gol per il Celtic.
That is
Ha segnato al
remarkable!
24esimo
All square
minuto.
in a matter of
Numero 20.
moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's James Rodriguez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good foot in there.
Milan always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Foot in. James Rodriguez. Uleka. And that has left him in a heap. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And that's really well manoeuvred. Uleka. James Rodriguez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Good. It's Cavani! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Milan leading now. Strong running down that left flank.
Foster clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Cross needs to be good.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Takai. That is good alertness.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Vuskovic. Uleka. And that signals the end of the first period. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. That gets us going once more. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Great defending, strong and determined. Always onto this. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. And he's quick to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he... Foster! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. tries to cross. And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's a sharp... Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
James. Uleka. Looking for the run. Vuskovic makes the interception. Uleka. And it's Nwaneri. Foster. Bondo running with the ball. Foster looking understandably energised after his goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passing nice and neat. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
L'affluenza di
The
quest'oggi è
defence
di
proved infallible then,
80.113
but
spettatori.
that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nwaneri. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Always goal side. Goes for a shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 40.
Well, the two coaches
Numero 9.
are signalling changes
Cavani.
here, both at the same time.
Numero 8. James Rodriguez. Lasciano il campo per il numero 47, il numero 11, il numero 7.
And the keeper beats it away. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nwaneri. Can he get it through? Nwaneri. Looking to play it. He's had it! And there's a goal! But oh, it's offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Half an hour gone in the second half. Great vision. That's been slipped through. And the finish! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Celtic have their second corner now.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18. Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Here's a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Vardy. Here's a chance for a Celtic counter-attack. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, important interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Just 5 minutes left. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vuskovic clears.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Short changes him with that pass.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And the number on the board is 3. Now, can they get him away? He is through here. That's tidy. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a San Siro.
Welcome to those
Oggi
who
si
have
incontrano
joined us all here on a
Milan
beautiful clear
e
evening.
Celtic.
The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what sort of mischief this fella, Nwaneri, could cause here, Peter. He's capable of playing centrally, where he can reliably deliver the ball to the final third, or on the right, especially in those little pockets of space, where his game is all about switching play, dragging players out of position and releasing pressure. He's a superstar in the making.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Played back into the centre. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's played in. And that has earned a reprieve for the... And the shot! Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's good play. Tries one from range. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Celtic really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with some shoots! Again, a brilliant save. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. He's felt that, hasn't he? Well, I mean... Takai. Spread to the right.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played out to the left flank. Cavani. Great challenge, time to perfection. Piscini.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Almost half an hour in now. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And this is James Rodriguez. That is lovely. Nwaneri. And that pass just didn't quite work. Piscini, can he spark a counter here? And it's Piscini. Takai. And it's Piscini. Not the most accurate pass. Cavani.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of...
Garcia! And that's in! AC Milan are all square.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Waneri. Played out towards the right wing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're quick to get it back. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Celtic get the second half going. Quansah looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
James Rodriguez. Piscini. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Cavani, and he shoots! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
James Rodriguez.
Milan leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in...
Great chance! And a neat finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And now he has two. Celtic drag themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And now they can clear their lines. An instinctive delivery. And that's the keeper's ball.
L'affluenza
Well,
di
that is one way to
quest'oggi è di
stop him.
81.007 spettatori.
James Rodriguez. Now it's Cavani. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
That's rather hopeful. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Waneri. Al-Amri. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Waneri. Tries to pass it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Sostituzione
Two
per il
coaches
Milan.
are signalling
Numero
changes
9,
here, both at the same time.
Cavani. Numero 16, numero 18. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 40, il numero 7.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. James. James will not want to lose out. Can he finish? Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And they get themselves in front.
Ha segnato al 74esimo
He has
minuto.
given that the
Numero
lot.
13.
Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Milan with the lead. 75 minutes played. Oh, this is a great position.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Al-Amri. Muleka. And here's Vardy.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that looks a decent ball. So, and a chance! He's got a goal! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8, James Rodriguez.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Lasciano il campo per
So again we have parity.
Il numero 17.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He might be in here. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here. And he's gone looking for safety.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il quarto uomo indica
Goes for a
4 minuti
shot!
di recupero.
Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of
Gol per il
thrills!
Milan.
This might
Numero
just
40.
do it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get...
And that's it. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Milan really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.